Well, hey there, folks. In this video, we will be visiting a digital safe zone called Philogynoir, created by a woman named Brianna Collier for black women. While it may not be completely apparent in this video, her channel is loaded with racist and sexist videos. Now, when I say racist, I don't mean she's telling jokes. I think satire is a great way to express ideas. No, she's saying she's uplifting black women, but all she's doing is shitting on white people. Don't get me wrong, I'm not offended by her views, which is amazing, because we as white people love being offended. Like, there's pretty much nothing else we would rather do. We fucking hide in the bushes and wait to jump out at shit that might offend us. Like, if we weren't being offended by shit, we wouldn't know what the fuck to do with ourselves. I don't know. Probably file lawsuits or something. Anyway, recently this woman went on a rant because a white person asked her a harmless question on Tumblr.
You are not entitled to our time. You are not entitled to our labor. You are not entitled to our kindness. Bitch, you're not even entitled to a sliver of the sidewalk when we're walking outside. You're not entitled to
I don't want to waste any time. Let's head in.
Blackout, Coco calling cats out. So just sold for the fame, they're changing the name. Now you looking for a shout out. Fall back, my skin is not for sale.
This definition is stupid as shit. I mean, a black woman is one from whom all life comes forth? No shit. How else are they going to get their cash assistance benefits?
Think you tough? Come around my hood so I could call you bluff. What? This big works too hard. Risk too much to get this far. Land too much to let you take what's ours.
Anyway, there's something about this music. I don't know, it just seems like it's trying too hard. Let's try this again. Take two.
What's up, my beautiful brown babies?
Oh, hello there. I think. I'm not really brown. I hope that's not a problem.
And welcome to the very first episode of Philogynoir.
Oh, it's Philogynoir? Are you sure you're not mispronouncing that?
Now, you may be wondering, who the fuck are you, bitch?
Not in so many words, but I'll play along. Who the fuck are you, bitch?
And to that I say, I am your host, Brianna Collier, but we're just gonna call me Bri because that is 3 letters and a hell of a lot easier to say.
I mean, I guess. I kind of thought Brianna was easy to say, but I don't know what it's like to be limited to a monosyllabic vocabulary. Anyway, I'll call you Tiffany. Nice to meet you, Tiffany.
Now, before I even get into the meat and bones of what Philogynoir is and what it is going to be,
Are you sure we can't start by telling me what that means and why you keep pronouncing it wrong?
I need to ask you all a couple of questions just to make sure that you're in the right place.
Guess not. Let the questions roll.
Are you tired of being blamed for all of the problems and issues that exist within the black community today?
Oh my god, yes, it's like she knows me.
How about this? Are you tired of being called angry just because you don't display a deliriously happy smile on your face 24/7?
Oh man, yeah, that too.
Are you tired of being called fast or the adult version, a hoe, just because you enjoy sex like, I don't know, most human beings do?
I can understand why you would be, but that's why I don't say it. Ethic of reciprocity and whatnot.
Have you had it up to here with the compliment that you are very articulate from a certain kind of melanin challenged peoples?
Well, I don't know a whole lot of albino people. Oh, you mean whites. Yeah, I am. Sometimes someone will come up to me and say, "You're very articulate," or "You're quite well spoken." I mean, wow, talk about fucking assholes.
Are you tired of being reduced down to ass and pussy and titties?
Holy shit, I totally am. Stop looking at me like I'm a piece of meat. I'm a human fucking being.
Or this one right here. Are you just completely over the fact that you are being accused of being racist just because you affirm that your life in fact does matter?
Yeah, I'm very tired of being called racist because I think all lives matter. I'm also called racist because I bring up the fact that Black Lives Matter should be more worried about homicide than they are about cops.
If you answered yes to most of those, then you, boo-boo, are indeed in the right place.
Woo, I finally belong somewhere. Okay, now tell me why I'm here.
So let me break down what Philogynoir is and just tell you guys what it's going to be about and what it means. So Philogynoir, literally when you break it up into the three roots of that word, means to love or admire black women.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought, but you keep pronouncing it wrong. A philogynist is someone who admires women, so yes, you could tack noir on there to mean black women, but you keep saying phylogeny. Every time you do, I'm reminded of how baloney is spelled. Weird.
I thought of the term Philogynoir because I really wanted a word that was basically an antonym to misogynoir.
Misogynoir. Oh god, she's gonna start talking about the white patriarchy, I fucking know it.
If you are someone who frequents Twitter and Tumblr, Black Twitter,
Holy fuck, they've started segregating social media sites? They may as well call it the Segrenet.
Black Twitter and Black Tumblr in particular.
Well, there's your problem, Tiffany. You spend too much time on Black Tumblr.
And you've probably heard of the term misogynoir, which is to hate women or the hatred of black women.
I'll educate you on that pronunciation in hopes that one day you can pronounce the name of your own channel properly. This is a portmanteau of misogyny and noir. Misogynoir. You're welcome.
Since misogynoir is so pervasive and prevalent in this white supremacy patriarchal society that we exist in today.
Okay, one, I don't think this woman has ever picked up a book a day in her life, and two, I've never heard of cis misogynoir before. Let's break it down. Cis meaning identifying with the gender you were born as, and the obvious, hatred of black women. This is the hatred of cis black women. Okay, here's the problem with that. Black trans women are much more likely to be sexually assaulted, abused, turned down for jobs, and commit suicide. If anything is prevalent in this patriarchal white supremacist society, it's going to be against those people. But the patriarchy is a fictional organization, and white supremacy isn't a logical conclusion to draw because it wouldn't explain why you can't get a job. You can't get a job because all you do is piss and moan and you can't speak fundamental English.
It's about time that I created my own space on the interwebs, in particular YouTube.
Holy fuck, she's got a gun! Oh, sorry. Force of habit.
To talk about some of the experiences that are unique to black women.
Oh, I guess I don't belong here after all. Well, that sucks.
I wanted to create a safe haven for all black girls.
Oh jeez, this bitch is trying to turn YouTube into a safe zone. Good luck fending off the trolls, I guess, but apparently you've already segregated Twitter and Tumblr, so why not YouTube?
So that means my trans black girls, my bisexual black girls, my lesbian black girls, my intersex black girls, my non-binary black girls.
Ignoring the fact that the gender spectrum is mostly bullshit, why would a non-binary person identify as a girl?
I'm talking about my poor black girls, my fat black girls, my skinny black girls, my dark black girls, my tall black girls, short black girls, light black girls, disabled black girls, all of us.
You notice how she excluded rich black girls? I wonder if that was deliberate. Sorry, rich black girls, you're with us now. You'll find that we're much more pleasant to talk to than this idiot.
I'm making this channel for all of us. So basically, you're probably wondering, so what the fuck can I expect from you to talk about on this channel?
Given the nature of your questions earlier, I expect you to piss and moan, tear down straight white men, straight black men, and other minorities. I expect you to create a nursery for like-minded individuals who are seeking out a way to not hold themselves accountable for their own actions or their own quality of life. I expect you to, instead, beg for handouts and refuse to adhere to basic social etiquette that would allow you to find a better job. I expect you to blame all straight white cis men and the patriarchy for all of your shortcomings and breed more dissension within the black community that will only serve to solidify the lack of compassion and understanding between us as groups of people. There are a lot of things I wonder about, but what I'm going to find on your channel is not one of them.
Historically, when we talked about race and the civil rights movement, it's always told from the male lens. It's always given from a male's point of view, and we were often almost completely excluded from the movement when we had a lot to do with it.
History books didn't give enough credit to black women in the civil rights movement, so exactly how fucking awesome were Sojourner Truth, Rosa Parks, and Harriet Tubman? Because what I learned about them is that they were absolutely indispensable figures in the movement and are largely responsible for the freedoms that you have today. There's a chance that no future activist could ever make nearly as big an impact on women and black people as they did. But you wouldn't know what the history books say because your diaspora class tells you not to read them.
As we always do, the same goes for feminism.
Feminism? You mean the lesbians that sit around and scream at men like retards?
We also had a lot to do with that too.
Nailed it.
But every time you see photos, who do you see? You see a bunch of white women holding up the Black Power sign.
They mostly held up signs that had important messages, but is this what you're talking about? 'Cause, fuck me if I'm wrong here, but these women look pretty black.
So, yeah, I really want to create this space, like I said, for us to talk and converse and have conversations.
Okay, there's redundancy, and then there's reading a thesaurus. Anyway, that's it for this chick. I'd just like to point out something I thought was funny about this video. Aside from her lack of basic English skills, she wrote in her description that this is a space for all black girls, regardless of sex or gender. So what, pray tell, does she use to define a woman? This brings me to my cosmic question. If modern feminists say there is no such thing as sex or gender, does that mean that feminists are the patriarchy? Huh. Just something to think about in the future. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, Tiffany, this is for you. Roll the outro!